Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really exciting. We are going to be talking about the new NATASHA DENONA palette. This just came in the mail yesterday. It was a day early. I am so excited to play with it, but I also got a couple extra tidbits as well from NATASHA DENONA. So we're going to be doing a pretty much not full face, but we're going to be doing a very nice look with this particular palette. This one is the Sunrise palette, and this actually retails for $65. I also picked up a couple minis, bronze duo and a blush duo, and those retail for $19. So we are going to be doing this all today. We're going to be putting this on the eyes and really kind of seeing how it performs. I have a feeling it's going to perform just like all the other NATASHA DENONA palettes. So if you'd like to see this palette swatches, review, first impression, demo, everything under the sun, just keep on watching. So first off, I'd like to talk about the packaging. It is the new packaging that she's been putting out as of lately, which is that hard plastic case instead of the foam ones that she was doing before. This is a lot smaller than the Biba palette. Let me go ahead and grab that one so you can see, because that's the only other palette I have that's in the actual plastic packaging. All the other ones are in the foam packaging, the old foam packaging. So this is a Biba palette, and this is a Sunrise palette. As you can see, this is obviously a little bit smaller. So the grams on the Biba palette, you get 15 eyeshadows at 2.5 grams. And with the small Sunrise palette, you're getting 15 eyeshadows, and the total weight is 19.5 grams. I'm sorry, 19.25 grams. So each one of these eyeshadows in the Sunrise palette are 1.28 grams, and the Biba palette is 2.5. So it is a little bit smaller, but again, it does retail for $65 instead of the $129 that the traditional one costs. All of the information is on the back of the actual box. There is a 24-month shelf life that's recommended. It's paraben free, not tested on animals, and it's like carbon free and all of that, so that is wonderful as well. All of the free stuff that nobody wants so in their product. So let me go ahead and open this up so that you can see it. The mirror is huge from edge to edge. As you can see here, it is enormous, and I'm going to turn this over so I don't blind you, but the palette looks like this and has such beautiful color range. It is very much a warm tone palette. I'm going to grab the Sunrise palette because I do have that one as well, and I'm going to put them side by side so that you can see them. They do complement each other very well, and I think that in this case, I actually might like the Sunrise more, but they do complement each other. As you can see here, they do not have the same colors, but they do have the same color story, which is fantastic. And I just think they are very nice in conjunction with each other. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is insert some swatches for you, and I will do row by row like we always do, so that you can see the color story and what each individual row has to offer. And then after we take a look at some swatches, what I think we might do is just hop right in, because I do have my base on, I do have my brows on, I don't have any contour, blush, highlight, or eyeshadow, so we're gonna go ahead and pop all that on. I don't know what look I'm going for just yet, but I think we're gonna have something really fun to play with. First off, what I'm gonna do now that the swatches are done, I'm going to go ahead and put my hair back, and I'm going to move you in. Hi. That's not terrifying at all. You're so close. So first off, I'm going in with Morning and Morgan, and I'm going to put those together and run that through the crease to set down a nice base. Before we go in with some of the darker, more vibrant shades, I'm going to go in with a nice fluffy brush, and the brush I'm using today is the E27. These have the same consistency of the regular NATASHA DENONA. They're very creamy, they're very buttery. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and run this through my crease, and I'm gonna take this pretty high. My God, look how pretty that color is. It's kind of like a sorbet looking color. Oh my God. Woo, girl. And these build so nice. Yes. Look at that color. And I did put down some concealer and just set it with a little bit of translucent powder before I went in. You don't have to do that if you don't feel comfortable. I just do that because concealer I find is the best base to get my eyes prepped. And then I put a little translucent powder. Some people don't like that. Some people like a little bit more of that tackiness. Me personally, I like to put down a nice, clean, translucent powder on top of my concealer. But that is me personally. You do what you are comfortable with, boo-boo. That's what I gotta say about that. That looks so good, and my eyes are gonna be so bright today. Like orange and blue, just boom. Oh my gosh. And we haven't even gotten into Jasper yet. Jasper is this gorgeous creamy matte orange that we're gonna go in with a more dense brush. But I really wanted to put Morning and Glory down. Morning Glory. That's, oh my God, that's so funny. Why am I saying Glory? I'm putting down Morgan and Morning. And my dad, when he was still alive, he actually used to call, like every time I woke up in the morning, he'd be like, Morning Glory. And that's so funny that I just said that. Okay, I really like the way that's blended out. I actually am going to just clean off the brush a little bit and go back into Morning, which is more of that yellowy tone, and just kind of blend out anything up through here, just this high point, just so that there's no lines. Oh, so pretty. Okay. So I'm going to take a more dense brush, M433. It's a flat, more dense blender brush. And I'm going to go into Jasper and Citrine. Jasper's right here. Citrine is right here. It's that bright yellow. And I just want to dull down that orange just a little bit because it looks really bright, like really, really bright. So I'm just going to dip into Jasper and a little bit of that Citrine yellow. And it looks like that. And I'm just going to densely pack that all over this lower crease area from inner corner to outer corner. You know, it's like 7:30 or 8:30 in the morning here in Arizona. This is the Sunrise palette, so I think it is very fitting that the names on these are Morning and Glory and all of that. I love that. I think that that's wonderful. So now that I've got Jasper and Citrine down right here, this is Jasper. I'm going to go in with it just bare. And I'm going to intensify it just a little bit. I want to get a little bit more depth from it, but I'm also going to go in with this pinky color, but just a touch, just because I want to get a little bit more of that intensity, but right on the outer edge. I'm not going to pull this all the way through. I'm really going to work that through the crease right in that outer edge area. And that's just on the same brush that I was using, the M433. Oh, yes, girl. That clove color is freaking beautiful. This one is just a touch harder to blend. I find that with purples and, well, purples in general, no matter if it's a bright purple or more of a darker toned purple, they tend to be a little bit harder to formulate, so they are a little bit harder to blend out. That's again why I like to take just a little bit of that orange color Jasper so that it has a little bit more blendability to it. That is just me personally. If you like that darker color and don't mind sitting here and blending for a little while, boo, you do it, because you have more patience than I do. So I told you guys in my community page, if you guys follow me or follow some of the posts that I post on the community page on YouTube, that I was out of town. And it is true, I was out of town visiting a high school friend from a very long time ago. We had not seen each other in 17 years, and he's amazing. And we are definitely together, and he is extremely excited about the future, like I am. We are planning some big moves together, and he will be starting his own YouTube channel. He is in real estate, so he will be focusing more on real estate, the financing side, all that information. And I'm going to be helping him produce a lot of his content and editing and things like that. I'm super excited to get that going with him. He'll be featured on my channel, I'm sure, and you guys will get to meet him and things like that. But it's looking very amazing. I mean, we've known each other for 23 years. We haven't seen each other in 17. And it was just, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of just like fireworks immediately. Very happy. I'm very happy what the future holds for us, because It's amazing. So I went ahead and went in with an E27 just to blend out any other harsh lines on that dark color. And I did take that little deeper into now the crease with the fluffier brush just so it wasn't so intense. I love the way this is turning out. It's looking awesome. I think I'm gonna go in with Glory just a little bit. This hot pink is calling my name. And since we have the palette, might as well use it. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this kind of more orangey tone and Glory as well. Just a little bit on the M433 brush and just work that on more of that inner corner. See, and I would think that these would get muddy after a while if I'm adding so many colors, but it's actually looking better as I go, which I'm sure if you've been around for a while, you know I mix all my colors together all the time. So I'm just taking a no-name flat shader brush. I think I'm gonna take Azalea, the middle color, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. I'm very happy. I'm excited for the future. I can't wait to see what the future holds for me, and I'm hoping that it'll be as good as I imagine it. I'm sure I will. We have really good communication, which is fantastic. That was something that I was suffering with, and that, again, on my part, with my ex, we definitely did not have as good communication as this person in my life and I do now. I think that that was something that I definitely worked on when I got out of my relationship. That was something that I really wanted to be better at, because I find that not having good communication with your partner is going to be definitely part of a downfall of a relationship. I knew that I had to work on that, and that was my responsibility to do that when I got out of my relationship. So really focusing on trying to be the best person that I can be before I fell for someone. And when he came into my life, I think he came at the right time, because I had done a lot of work, self-reflection, and a lot of work on myself. So good things are happening. Oh, that looks so good. Do you guys like it so far? I think it's amazing. I think my eyes are extremely blue right now. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to put on some mascara, some lashes, and then we're gonna do the lower lash line. So I will be right back. Okay, so let me go ahead and just show you what it looks like now with the lashes and everything, and we're gonna do that lower lash line. I love this look. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to get some mascara and everything on that lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with I don't like it too grungy, I don't like it too low. So what I'm gonna do is actually go through with more of a pencil brush, something a little bit more precise. Like if you wanted it really blown out, I'd use something like the Real Techniques one, but the one I'm gonna use today is a E24, and you can see the difference in size there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bad boy, and I am gonna go in first with Citrine. So Jasper and Citrine is right here. I'm gonna take those two. The reason why I'm gonna go in with those is because I'm going to take Morgan and Morning, these two guys, and those are gonna be the ones that I'm gonna use to blend out the more intense color. And I'm going 2/3 of the way in, but you can see it's a little bit more precise with this brush than it would be if I was just to blow it out completely and I have it really low. So now I'm gonna go in with Morning and Morgan, and I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to just blow this out just a little bit. Just blend any harsh edges that I might have. Again, connecting them on the outer edge and taking that color almost all the way in to the inner corner. That's a little bit more blown out than I wanted, but that's okay. We're gonna just roll with it. All right, I'm gonna put some mascara on the lower lash line. I don't see an inner corner highlight other than maybe this tone right here. So what I'm gonna do is actually take this pencil brush now and just go into that color. Oh yeah, that works. I love these colors. Holy crap, like, can we just appreciate how bright this is and how beautiful it is? So I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys out, and we are gonna talk about these little duos since we are here. So first, what I'm gonna do is take the Bronze and Glow Highlighting Duo, and it looks like this in the packaging. And again, this is Glow Extreme, and it says Blush is the names of the product inside. And the inside looks like this, and it does have a cute little mirror as well. So what I'm gonna do is use this as my contour today, and then I will use the blush duo that looks like this. And this one, it says All Over Face and Body Shimmer in Powder #1 Light. So, oh, and I'm sorry, blush is Golden Coral. See, I should read. And that's what this looks like. I think the Golden Coral will work okay with this look. I feel like this is a little bit more orange and this is way more pink, but if I take a light hand, I think it'll be okay. What I'm going to do is use this as my highlighter today because the one in the Bronze Duo is a little bit too dark, and I'm actually going to use this color under my brow bone as well because it's nice and light. So let's go in with a brush to this bronzer color. I'm gonna take a Sigma F40. It's kind of fluffy. Just kind of dip my brush in there and just circulate and give myself some color here because I look a little light. And again, just like all her eyeshadow powders, it blends out really nice. It's not overly harsh. It's buildable, which is really nice as well. I feel like all her powders are super soft and just give you a beautiful finish. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm going to take this blush on a very fluffy brush. I'm going to take a Real Techniques brush, looks like this, and this one is a 300, and I'm just going to dip that into this powder here really lightly. God, I love this. Are you guys seeing this right now? Like how beautiful this looks? I thought it was going to be like bright pink, but it really is a very light finish, and it's buildable, and it's kind of a satin finish. It's not a matte and it's not glittery. It's just a perfect satin finish. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a highlighter brush for this color right here. So I don't have my traditional highlighter brush. I don't know, it's somewhere. I think it needs to be cleaned. Anyway, so what I'm going to use instead is my tapered That's so funny. This is a tapered highlighter. I'm an idiot. Did you see that? The blonde. I think the bleach has gone to my brain. All right, so I'm going to take this into this beautiful tone right here. This is my perfect shade. Look at that. What? Oh, girl. If they make this in big sizes, I'm so buying it. It's like not glittery. It's finely milled. It's buildable. I have no words. It looks like I'm glowing from within. Maybe it's because I used a fluffier brush than I normally would. I usually would use a little bit more dense brush, so you could probably get even more intensity out of it. It's like a gorgeous wet look, and it doesn't sink into my texture. Like, it looks really, really, really good. These guys, so worth the $19 for them. Her products in general are just freaking amazing. I'm gonna put on some lips, and then we are going to talk about final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back. Let's talk about some final thoughts. This palette is so amazing. I love the color story. I think that this is a wonderful idea for NATASHA Denona. It's a better price point. It is a smaller amount of product you're getting, but again, there's not a whole lot of palettes you're going to go through and would need bigger pans than what they're providing in this palette. I love the story here. I think it's beautiful. The warm tones, the dual chromes that are in here, the creamy mattes, the metallic shades, like everything in here is just stunning. The packaging is everything. But again, it does have the holes in the back too, so if you go through a certain shade, you can pop that out, buy a new one, and put it back in the palette, or you can pop these out and put it in a different palette for travel or whatever you wanted to do. This, by far, when it comes to product-wise, texture, blendability, everything, hands down, my favorite shadows on the market, period. NATASHA Denona, I think like ABH, and then like ColourPop. It's like those three are my go-tos. But not only that, but I find that the consistency with the eyeshadows actually goes along with the bronzing powders. If you guys have not tried any of her products before, these mini sizes are great to kind of get your feet wet. They do have 5-pan palettes as well from her eyeshadow line in camel and nude, and you know, she's got like 1,000 different kinds that you can get. What I'm saying is, like, her products are just amazing. I don't have anything bad to say about them. They swatch out beautifully on the arm. Not only that, but they perform on the eyes. And I find that when I watch a certain YouTube video, people do the swatches and stuff. I don't take that into account more than I do when they start applying it on their eyes and you can actually see it. I think that that's a huge indicator if it's going to work better because you're using a brush, not your finger, and things like that. I am happy with my purchase. I think that if you're looking for a warm tone palette and you want to splurge a little bit because it does retail for $65, I think that this is the best way to go. If you're looking for some bright oranges and you're wanting to dive into the warm tones, this is a palette for you. I hope this was helpful in your shopping journey. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see some more looks with this palette, please go ahead and comment down below. Give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll see you later. Bye.